Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend. Let's make it a great week, folks. Let's kick off December the right way. Pretty amazing. December 2nd. What a beautiful thing that is. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Be impeccable with your word. Manifest your true intentions. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will manifest through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifested through what you say each and every day. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 59, NASDAQ off 8, S&P's off 6, gold contract up $5, trading at $1,717 an ounce. Silver off 41 cents at $33.61 an ounce. Platinum up $6 at $1,608 an ounce. Copper flat at $3.65 a pound. Light sweet crude flat at $88.98 a barrel. Bonds down 9 ticks at $151.04. King dollar down 225 ticks at $79.91. Now King dollar is refusing to back off, folks. You get lower price, dramatically lighter volume, but bottom line is that baby wants to run into the 82, 84 area. Euro up 64 ticks, trading at 130.50. Yen down 23 at 82.25. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? This is a beauty, folks. Okay, so this is what you have. We got cash S&P today, popped at the open, got to the 1423 level, couldn't handle it. So what you did is this. On Friday, what we had done, folks, is we did 1.1 billion shares on Friday. So you were pushing into the downdraft of November 7th. You're still pushing in with dramatically lighter volume, but bottom line, you had some juice volume come in the marketplace. What does it do this morning? Gets over that level, tests that level out, failed on price, failed on volume. We did 591 million. What does that set up? Well, I suspect the market for the next few days is going to move around in this area, and, you know, we're going lower, a lot lower. Just depends on how fast we get there. And I suspect next couple of days we're going to go sideways before this thing drops out of bed. Goes test number 1, the 1343 area down at the lows that were generated on November 16th. If we get volume at that structure, it's 125.8 ABC down. Okay, so the yin and the yang go like this. You get volume at that swing point, monster ABC down. You get volume contract, that puts it into a consolidation. And what that would mean is that the bottom of that consolidation would be that 1342. But when we finish these indices, I'm going to go over to the gold market, and my speculation right now is that it's going to be an actual ABC down, and I'll show you why, because a couple of the gold stocks have already started with an expansion of volume. We go to the Dow Industrials. What do we have with the Dow Industrials? The Dow today made it to 13,087, closed out down 59, same setup, got over the highs, closed under them, had dramatically lighter volume. Bottom line, Dow also wants to head to lower price. NASDAQ Composite. We go to the Composite, set up the same way. Composite out here today got to a price point of 30.30. That 30.30 was going right into the gap, actually, that was left over from the downdraft from November 6th to November 7th. The bottom of that gap is 2998. We get over it. We're at 3002. Bottom line, same type of setup. The B point on the NASDAQ, okay, is down there at that 2802 level. So it's a monster ABC structure on the way down. If it's not an ABC on the way down, you have a high volume low at that, it'll come down there, it'll test it, you know. Now, let's go. I'm going to go over to the gold contract first, and I'll show you what's happening here. Now, picture something, too, folks. In the commodity market and in the metals in general, the dollar has not moved. The dollar, in fact, is back down, and the markets can't get going. The gold contract, this is what we did out here today. We're in 2003, how about 2013? I love it, 10 years later. We're at 1717. Now, this is what the gold contract did today. We only did 95,000 contracts. Tried to get the higher price, couldn't handle it. The gold contract wants to go test the lows that were generated out there on November 5th. That low price is 1674. If we go to the actual dollar, and we go look at the dollar, what you'll see is this. This is a dollar index we're talking now. Dollar index today does 23,000 contracts, rejects lower price, has lighter volume. And, you know, we're talking about lighter volume by like 5,000 contracts. This dollar is building cause, folks, for higher price. The swing point on the dollar right now is 81.52. I suspect, though, we're going to run to 82 to 84 in the U.S. dollar. Now, let's go over, first off, Newmont. Newmont today, expansion of volume on the way down, $1.41. And what you did have, the Newmont is replacing their CEO. Bottom line is that was out there this morning. But this is what you have. The B point on Newmont is at 44.50. The volume characteristic is 8 million shares. Well, we did 7 million today coming into that, folks, okay? It looks to me that it's not only going to go after it, but it's probably going to have the volume. And it's just not Newmont, okay? So if we go over to Barrick, ABX, we take a look at Barrick. What do you have with Barrick? Now, these are the two monsters, no doubt about it. The B point on Barrick is at 32.87. We're at 33.71. Your volume characteristic is 9 million. Today we did 10 million. Those two equities there, well, let me go over to Gold Corp for a second and see what Gold Corp's looking like. Yeah, there she is. Okay, Gold Corp, this is pretty amazing, actually. Gold Corp actually broke it. So Gold Corp broke the swing. We broke that with 6 versus 7. We broke it. Gold Corp wants to go lower. Gold Corp, Gold Corp is saying it's going to run down to the $31 area, and we're at 37. The problem with Newmont and the problem with Barrick is that the way the ABC structure is set up, it can absolutely blow apart the lows of July. That's the bigger problem inside that market. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up and we're tying this together is this, is that the commodity markets, folks, absolutely, we've been in a commodity bull market, since 2001. Where the commodities go, the market's going. And gold and the gold equities have given some nice indications where they want to go. And bottom line, what we don't know yet, of course, on the S&P is that will it break it with volume. But if those gold stocks tomorrow break it with volume, we're going after it tomorrow. If they break it with volume, the probability goes up dramatically that you get 125 point A, B, C down in the S&P, which is just a monster. It's a monster. Let's take a look at some of the high volume stocks in a low volume market, no doubt, because you went to higher highs today, couldn't handle it, pulls back. We had Facebook down 96 cents. You had, let's see, Dell was up 42. That's dead meat. Zynga was down 23, trading out at $2.23. GE was off 31. We had JP Morgan Chase down 27. We take a look at some of the larger caps out here. Caterpillar was down 75. Oxy was off $1.63. We'll go back to Oxy in a second. Honeywell was down 74. We had Big Mac up 2 pennies. Walmart was down 68 cents. Ma Bell was up a penny. If we go over to Oxy, we'll take a look at what's happening in that energy sector. Okay, so Oxy, oh boy, this is trouble. So check this out, folks, okay? Oxy's come straight down from 95 bucks. We're at 73. And man, does she get accelerating volume. Okay, so the swing point is 72.42. We're at 73.58, and she's going to open right at that swing tomorrow. We did 6.8 million shares right now. That swing is 8.2 million. Let me just see this. Okay, this is going to be a huge heads up all around, because what you have, folks, is that ABC structures in general, whether they're ABC up or the way down, what they tend to do is this, is that you'll have one sector that starts them. If they fire off, meaning they're taking the B point out with volume, they'll go from sector to sector to sector. Inside the sectors, they go from equity, equity, equity. It looks to me like Oxy will be one of the first ones that's going after that B point of that large ABC down. Let's go to Tim in Tennessee. Hey, Tim, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
Doing good. I wanted to ask you about 2 stocks I own that I've held all year that I'm up about 30% on both. One is AKAM, and one is FLS.
Okay, you stay right there. We'll bisect and dissect. We got Akamai Technologies and Flowserve. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We had the Dow finish down 59, NASDAQ off 8, S&P's off 7.5. We're going to be right back.